feel it in the air. The best season of the year is on the doorstep, and I'm finally coming into my full form. Welcome to the first fall-themed video of the year. The first of many, I should say. Whether you've had your pumpkin spice candles lined up since July, or you're still desperately clinging onto your iced lattes and beach days, I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll be just as excited for autumn as I am. Cozy evenings, crisp mornings, forest walks. Fall is, without question, the best time of the year. So this afternoon, we're gonna do a fall reset and get ready for the cozy season ahead. I started this channel exactly 1 year ago because I had all this love for autumn that I did not know where to go with, and I ended up filming a couple of fall videos and posting them, and here we are today. So if you are a fall girly as well, make sure to subscribe so you can stay tuned for all the cozy autumnal videos I have planned. I'm so excited that I'm wearing this cozy fall sweater even though it is middle of August currently and I am burning up. So please go make yourself a cozy cup of tea, sit back and let's get into it. I'm thinking we're gonna start with doing a fall bucket list. Fall is truly a season where every year there are so many things I want to do and I rarely get to half of it because you blink and then it's over and it's Christmas. So we're gonna make a list and I'll check in with you after. Okay, are you ready to hear this year's fall bucket list? Of course, I wrote down my bucket list in my beloved Louise Carmen notebook that I bought in Paris this summer. Okay. Are you ready to hear what's on the list? Fall bucket list 2025. The first most important thing on the bucket list is to decorate my apartment for fall. This is gonna be my first holiday season where I have my own apartment and I am so excited to decorate. Decorating for fall is not really a big thing in Denmark. We don't really have a lot of fall decor, but as something brand new, IKEA has come out with a fall decor line this year in Denmark. So I'm thinking today we're gonna go see if we can find some sort of fall decor. I already went and bought some, but I'm kind of regretting not buying more. So we're gonna go back and see what's left. Next up is plan some fall outfits. Nothing gets me more excited about life than when I have cute outfits planned, and sometimes it takes a little bit of workshopping because I don't really want to go buy a whole new wardrobe, but I do want to think of new ways to style the pieces I already own in cute fall ways. Of course, I want to watch some fall films. Some fall films I want to watch this year are Dead Poets Society, one of my favorites, Good Will Hunting, amazing film. When Harry Met Sally, I've actually never seen before. I'm gonna watch the Harry Potter films, of course. I've also never watched Practical Magic, which is like a witchy film. Is that fall themed? Anyway, I'm adding it to the list. I also feel like Fantastic Mr. Fox is a fall film. Definitely want to watch that this year. Comment your favorite fall film down in the comments, please. I need recommendations. Of course, I'm also gonna watch all my favorite TV shows for the fall time, which of course is Gilmore Girls and Gossip Girl. Nothing screams fall like watching Gilmore Girls. I also want to have a cozy coloring session. I feel like last fall and Christmas I was really into coloring and I got all my markers and my cozy coloring books, but it's been ages since I've done it, so I really want to get back into coloring. It's so cozy. Put the fireplace on the TV, listen to an audiobook. Next up I have bake a fall pie. I don't think I've ever baked an apple pie before or a pumpkin pie or anything like that, but I really want to try it this year. I don't even think I have a pie dish. Maybe we'll have to go look for that today as well. Next is go out and have a PSL, a pumpkin spice latte. I feel like these are getting a bad rep, but honestly I just love them. I love anything pumpkin flavored, pumpkin scent. I love that round spicy taste. I will have cinnamon on everything all year round, so of course I love a pumpkin spice latte and I simply will not hear any bashing about how basic it is. I love being basic. There's nothing I love more than being a basic fall bitch. Next up, I have go on a forest walk, of course. I love nature all year round, but nothing makes me happier than and going on a forest walk in autumn, watching the leaves changing color, breathing in the crisp air and the smell of apples and dirt. I can't explain it. I love it. And along those lines, I have go on a camping trip. I've been wanting to go camping for the longest time, and I actually have a trip planned with a few of my girlfriends next weekend, so hopefully the weather will hold. Otherwise, I am just gonna have to go on a solo camping trip maybe. I have to go sleep in a tent before it gets too cold. So that is definitely on my bucket list. That is something I really want to do. Again, along those lines, I really want to make a bonfire and have s'mores. Perfect fall activity. Then I have a wild card, which is go to a pumpkin patch. I am not sure that is a thing in Denmark. It might be in the countryside somewhere. If you are from Copenhagen and you have any idea about where you can find a pumpkin patch that is like a cozy day trip where you can go drink your warm drink and pick out a pumpkin, let me know. I would love to do that. I also want to carve a pumpkin. And then lastly, I want to make homemade soup. This is very basic, but I love soup, and I love when other people make me soup, but for some reason I always just buy like ready-made soup, and I want to be better at making my own soups because that's just silly. Anyway, that was my bucket list for fall 2025, and I'm already feeling so excited. Are you? Is it just me? Anyway, next on the agenda is I want to go decor shopping a little bit. I really want to turn this apartment into cozy fall dreamland, essentially. And for a lot of people, especially the Danes out there with their minimalistic taste, you're gonna think it's gonna be way too much, but I'm gonna lean into it. This is my first time ever decorating for fall, and I am gonna go crazy. So don't come at me. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but it definitely is for me. Like I said, fall decor is not the biggest thing in Denmark, so I doubt that I will be able to find much, but I'm gonna go try. Like I mentioned, I already went to IKEA to buy a few pieces, but I've just been thinking back and regretting not getting more. And then also head by the mall and see if I can find anything else. I am on the lookout for a cozy fall mug. I'm also thinking I want to look for maybe some cozy bedding, maybe some pillowcases for my throw pillows, anything to make this very bright apartment feel more moody for fall. And it doesn't have to be like bedding with pumpkins all over it. It can be like brown bedding, rusty red bedding. We'll go see. I'm thinking we're gonna go by the mall first and then go to IKEA after. I'm so excited. Let's go. Here is the little fall outfit. I am probably gonna have to take off the sweater as soon as I get outside because it is quite warm. But I'm just wearing this little green little cap and my tote from Shakespeare and Company in Paris. And I just love the colors of this sweater. It is so gorgeous. I thrifted it with some denim short, my Birkenstock dupes, and some socks. Let's go fall shopping. just got back from my fall shopping and I got so much good stuff. I got a bunch of things for the apartment that I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna show you today because tomorrow I will actually be filming a whole fall apartment makeover that will be live next week, which I am so excited about. So I'm not gonna show you everything now. You will have to stay tuned for that, but I will show you all the other bits I picked up that isn't decor. It's already like 5 p.m. so I did pick up some dinner. I know I said I wanted to start making my own soup, but today we have a lot of other things on the schedule. So we're having some ready-made tomato soup. Then I went into normal, which you guys know I love, and picked up some bits. I got these spicy chai latte mixes. You just mix these with water and they're actually so delicious. And this is a very fall Christmassy taste for me. So I love these ones, but I haven't had one in at least 8 months. So I'm so excited. Then, you know, I was looking for anything pumpkin spice. I went by Starbucks in the mall, but they did not have it yet. I think it'll be another week or two. But in normal, they did have this iced coffee concentrate with pumpkin spice flavor. And I've never tried anything like this. I usually make my own iced lattes, but this you just pour a shot of this into a glass, mix it with ice and milk, and you'll have a pumpkin spice iced latte, which of course I had to try. This looks very poisonous, really. And it's probably full of things that are terrible for you. Ingredients: 86% coffee, sugar, salt, aroma, natural aroma. Doesn't say anything about pumpkin. I guess that's the aroma. Anyway, this should be enough to make 10 iced lattes. We'll see. Then I got a nail polish because I thought I would do a little at-home fall manicure today. So I got this super dark brown OPI nail polish. It has almost a purple sheen. This is maybe a bit Halloween-y, but I've been seeing people all over doing black nails, which I actually think is so cool. But this is just slightly more subtle than a full-on black nail polish, which I think I can pull off better. That's all the fall stuff I got. Then I also just picked up some mouthwash and some collagen vitamins because I ran out. That's all you're seeing today. Now I'm thinking next on the fall reset to-do list is to make my fall mood board, which I am so excited about. I make a mood board for every season, but the fall one has got to be my favorite. So let's do some Pinteresting and get an idea about what aesthetic we want for this fall. How fun! There is nothing I love more than to just live seasonally and romanticize every single season and kind of live that season, if it makes sense. Like, I'm sort of reinventing myself every single season and I love that. However, if I were to say a season where I feel like I am my most authentic self, it is definitely fall. So enough yap, let's make a fall mood board. I just made myself a chai latte and this smell, oh my god, if cozy season was a scent, it would be this chai latte mix for me. It is so good. Now I'm gonna go on Pinterest and find pictures for my mood board. Are you ready for the 2025 fall mood board? I'm sure you can't see. I'll insert a picture on the screen. As always, I used Pinterest to find the pictures for my mood board and then I put it all together in Canva. I have my 2025 mood board, my summer mood board, and my fall mood board, just using the same kind of template. As you can see, we're going very classic, dark academia for the vibes. Lots of books, lots of fall foliage, libraries, some pups of red, and of course some fall camping. Even though I'm no longer a student, I love the academic aesthetic. I love to go to libraries to read or even to edit. Autumn and fall just has this rich, deep aesthetic that I just love so much. For fashion, I imagine going back to my more office siren, academia, schoolgirl, Harry Potter uniform kind of aesthetic. I love me some headbands in the fall, some trench coats, some loafers, all the classics of course. And I'm not trying to invent the wheel here, okay? I'm just a sucker for everything that fall already has to offer, and that's what we're leaning into. This chai latte is hitting all the right spots and getting me so excited for fall and Christmas. It is now 6:30 p.m. so I'm thinking I'm gonna make some soup and watch something cozy. Is it time to restart Gossip Girl? I think it might be.
Hey, Upper East Siders, Gossip Girl here, and I have the biggest news ever. For their love is to be surprised. Word is that yes, and loves I don't want to take anything away from you because it's just yours. We hate each other. Well, thirsty is. You may have won over B for an the invisible man returned. She's actually nice. And if she did tell you, I think she...
It is a little bit later. Dinner was delicious and Gossip Girl is such a vibe. But I forgot to show you when I was in IKEA, I also picked up some of their cinnamon buns and I forgot all about this. So these are meant to be frozen, but I think they're all thawed up. What do you say in English? They're all soft and I don't think you're supposed to freeze them again. So I'm just gonna bake them all now and munch on them over the next few days, I suppose. And I think I'm gonna watch some Gilmore Girls.
I do have a name, I just am really meeting someone, so. If you're not on the road, feeling lonely and so cold.
I cannot tell you how good this smells. Oh my goodness. How good does that look? And it smells even better. I love the cinnamon buns at IKEA. That's another thing. I definitely want to try baking my own cinnamon buns this fall, but today we're doing it the easy way. I'm gonna continue watching some Gilmore Girls. It's getting me in such a full vibe, and while I'm doing that, I am gonna give myself a little manicure with my new nail polish. It's a little daunting that it's this dark. Hopefully I'll be able to do this in a way that looks good. Wish me luck.
I want to hear...
No. My daughter, we were like a all old friend. Well, there's nothing like friends. Especially...
The nails turned out so pretty. I am in love. I do think they could use another coat, but I was scared they would appear completely black then. They do have a bit of a burgundy sheen to them and I love them. It's 9 p.m. and I'm just about to get ready for bed, but before I do that, I thought I would share with you my fall TBR. Starting out, there is something I have not updated you on. Something big has happened in my life. A big bookish milestone. I finally caved and bought myself a Kindle. I got the Kindle Paperwhite and I am loving it so far. I find it makes me read so much faster for some reason, and it's just very, very comfortable to bring around on the go, but also just to read in bed, read while cooking, reading on the toilet. TMI. I love her. I got a clear case and some stickers from Amazon and decorated her, and I think she looks very cute. I also got one of those pup sockets so I can hold her like that, and I'm currently reading the Plated Prisoner series on here. I'm on book 2 and I am really enjoying it. It is a fantasy romance series and it is very sexy, very high stakes, and it's kind of old news, but I'm really enjoying it. But that's what I'm currently reading. Let's talk about my fall TBR. Here it is. Some of these books you will have seen on TBRs before, but I've never gotten around to them. But I do feel like I have a really good stack of books here that are very fall vibey. So let's talk about them. I'm gonna gonna be pretty quick with this. First up, we have If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I first got this because I read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which is kind of the pinnacle of dark academia books. And after finishing that, when you try to find any similar books online, because I really enjoyed it, this is the first one to come up all the time. I really have no idea what this is about, except it's another famous dark academia book. And I got it last fall, but I never got around to reading it, so hopefully this year I'll be able to tick it off the list. Another one I've had on my shelf for ages, maybe years even, but I've never gotten around to is Six of Crows. As you can tell, I got it at a very good price in the works in England. But Six of Crows is another fantasy series, young adult, I believe, that I've never read. So if you have and you enjoyed it, please let me know down below. I feel like for some reason I'm seeing all the people I follow on social media read this series right now, even though it's a couple of years old. This may be the year I actually get to this. Then another book that I am actually currently reading is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. If you saw my summer in Copenhagen video, you saw that I went and bought this because I was looking for a summer read. Turns out this is very much not a summery read, and it is set in a very cold climate. So I kind of paused this and thought I would get to it down the line. However, I do really enjoy the whimsical writing in this, so I do want to keep reading eventually. One of the first book series I read when I got back into reading and reading romanticize was The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which I absolutely loved. And for some reason, I never went on to read the second book, even though I've had it on my shelf for ages. I believe I bought this when I was in Scotland last Christmas, and it is maybe because it is a big one. This is definitely a goal of mine to keep reading this series because, as I recall, I really enjoyed the first one. Let me know what you think down below. Another one I bought ages ago, but I feel like fall is just the perfect time to read this, only based on the cover, is One Dark Window, which is supposed to be like a dark fairy tale fantasy, which sounds very intriguing, and I know a lot of people love this and also the second book in the series, so I have to get around to reading this year. Next up, we have a classic, Jane Eyre. This was also on my fall TBR last year, but I never got around to it. We'll see. I have so much resistance with reading classics because they're usually not as like fast-paced or like as much of a page turner as some of the other books I generally enjoy reading. However, as it says here on the back, Jane Eyre ranks as one of the greatest and most perennially popular works of English fiction, and I believe this is just one of those pieces of fiction you have to read, so this is on my list. Another book that I did start reading and I'm excited to keep reading is Just Kids by Patti Smith. I picked it up in Paris this summer. I've talked about it a few times on this channel, so I won't bore you with it. And lastly is Babel by R.F. Kuang, and I am so excited to read this. I picked this up in Oxford a couple of weeks ago when I was traveling there, which is very fitting. It is set in Oxford 1836, the city of dreaming spires. It is the center of all knowledge and progress in the world, and at its heart is Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, the tower from which all the power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise until it became a prison. But can a student stand against an empire? This is another dark academia fantasy read. How gorgeous does that combination sound? Set in Oxford. Do you remember my mood board? I feel like this book is perfect for it. So as you can tell, these books are chosen based off of the vibes solely, and I'm so excited about it. But I'm gonna get ready for bed and probably read Glint, which is the second book in the Plated Prisoners series, for the rest of the evening, and I'm just so in love with my Kindle. Hello, I love you. And I'm just feeling so excited for fall, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and I can't wait to film all the fall videos I have planned for you this cozy season, and I hope this video put you in an autumnal spirit because there is so much more good stuff to come. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Okay, bye!